Hello, hello, chat. How dare you? I was like 1 minute late. Okay, streaming stuff does not work, and I swear to God, if I get hit with the mic muted, I'll end it all. Okay. Oh no. Okay. I have chat open on my other. It's just my laptop sitting next to me. Okay. I don't know why I'm so nervous. I think it's because I'm talking in this one. I apologize if my mic cuts out and sucks. My headset is terrible. But this is my live stream. This is my world tour of my Minecraft world. I hope I got the 6 months correctly, but this was starting off with my very first crafting table, and I made a little sign to say when I spawned and when I made the crafting table. Um, I've seen a lot of people like doing Minecraft tour videos, and everything that you're gonna be seeing is like such a work in progress. It's mostly just for me to have like a record, and because I think a world tour could be fun to see like where I was at 6 months into it. But yeah, so there's no like script or plan. I'm mostly just gonna be wandering around, so it's gonna be really rambly. Yeah, I also have Jupiter with here on the back. So hell yeah. This is my cat. This is gonna be joining us. So, anyways, yeah. So this is like the area where I spawned around, and that's why it has the smooth stone, because I was trying to make it look more weathered. Bro, I don't know what's going on. But then I also made this like little swing so I could look out on the little lake here. Cause this like large tree spawned, and it's like combined with old oak leaves and birch leaves, and then the actual leaves of the tree. It's just a very shaded swing spot. Also, when you see this ugly cobblestone road, you have to understand that I also hate it, but I have no better idea. So that's what it is. I'm gonna start off by starting with my little starter home here. It's really ugly, but I love building in this style where it's just like a weirdly over detailed box. It's great. Also, there's these two parrots here. I don't remember when I got them. I have not named them, and they've just been here. I don't. They've been here for forever. Um. So yeah. Listen, the cobblestone itself is fine. I just think that there's better like road designs than this one. It's just very thrown together. But then I have my little flower garden out here that's also very like undetailed. And then I do want. Oh yeah, I'm also playing on peaceful, so I don't have to worry about mobs attacking me while I'm trying to do a tour. This was also one of my first builds. This is my mushroom cave. Yeah, I did a jungle expedition a while ago. Like the very first, I went to like, I think it was when I went to find sand, a desert, because I needed cacti for something. I think it was when I was making my rainbow road, which we'll get to. I needed cacti to get green dye, and it was like 3,000 blocks away, and there is a jungle on the way there, so I might have got them then, which was ages ago. And I feel like they deserve a proper home and names, but they're just so mysterious to me. But yeah, this is my mushroom farm, because it's in my spawn chunk, so it's like I'm just gonna make a dark hole to put them in. So yeah, it's my pretty lame little mushroom cave. But then the inside of this house has also changed a lot. I'm working on furnishing it right now because I want it to be kind of like theoretically like this is a server that like my friends can join, and then they could run a shop. That is true. I feel like they should be like newscast hosts or something, 'cause like parrots like talk. I get them like, this is the green screen bird that tells you the weather invisibly. I don't know. They're just mysterious, and they're just always here, and they're always making weird noises every time I pass. They're just strange entities on the server, okay? But yeah, this is my little spawn house. This is the world map, but it's like the super zoomed out version of the world map, but it's like up in the top corner, and I never really go to the top corner. I mostly have explored the bottom bit, so I probably need to fix that. But yeah, there's also is a secret behind the painting. It's just my loot randomly from I think it was like a buried treasure or something. It's mostly I just haven't moved it yet, but there will be secrets in there. Trust and believe. You can already hear my cat snuggling on the little bed. So this was my very first bed where I slept. My little decorations, but then it's turned into like a bunkhouse for people. So I have like fully enchanted netherite gear up here, and then I'm working on enchanting a tool set. 50% of Minecraft is making secrets. You gotta have secrets everywhere. Secret tunnels, secret doors, passageways. It's all about hiding things. That's what makes it so fun. But yeah, these are all lodestones to all the different areas in my world so far. And you actually can sleep up on these top bunks, which I think is really fun. Oh my god. And then I have a little cake if people want to eat it when they get here. Dude, this cat has a mind of her own. Then a cute little balcony. And then my favorite thing that I love to add to every Minecraft world is a little green roof. I add it to pretty much every single one of my like starter bases if I build a house, because I think it's so fun. But it works out extra perfect because this is where I will keep my animals. This is Lady and the mule Maple. Lady was my first horse, and she's really friggin' fast, and she's we're gonna probably see a lot of her as we travel to places. But I love her so much, and I care the most about her than I do any other creature in this whole world. She's my baby. But yeah. And then moving on, I don't really remember the order of things. I remember I made this because I was gonna try and make like a redstone door back here, and build my house right here. She's fine, okay? She can jump. She can live, okay? It builds character. Listen, okay, it's fine. Normally I land on the tree and then I get down, but the tree is honoring where my task board used to be, so I used to have a physical task board, but I don't have it anymore. But I remember spawning into this world, and I remember for the longest time, I like didn't go over the hill. So there's like this huge mountain here, obviously it's full of buildings now. But I like tried to not go over the mountain for like the longest time. So that was pretty fun. This world spawn is super cool to me. I think next I built the pet hotel. So we can look at that before I even built like my dug-in base. I might have made like a shitty storage room, but the hotel is the next big thing. It's based off of some random like hotel image, like apartment image I got off Google. So this is like the front desk. It's a very work in progress. So these are some of the room numbers that I need to complete, but I have a hard time coming up with inspiration. So we do have the Powerpuff Girls down here, and they're very cute. And then we have a lot of unnamed pets. And then we have Daisy over here. Daisy was a part of helping me build up my Love Island, which we'll get to. And she has some pretty deep lore where she fucking killed herself by drowning, I think. And then I had to do a whole resurrection spell because I was really devastated because it was like such a stupid death. So I had to do a whole like resurrection ritual in order to bring her back. So this is technically Daisy the undead, but she does have flowers in her name. It's very cute. A lot of my things will have, I don't think any of my stuff that I have on now, but I like use the copy paste emojis for a lot of stuff because I think it's so cute. But yeah, and then we have egg and omelet. Egg and omelet. And their story is also very funny, where I spent hours running around trying to get this wolf variant and they were not showing up. Like hours. And it was really annoying me. And so I spawned them in using a spawn egg, and that's why their names are egg and omelet, because they came from a spawn egg. Because in this world, we love cheating, okay? This channel and this world endorses cheating forever and always. I use spectator mode like nobody's business. But that's mostly because I build inside of mountains, and I like to be able to see like how close I am to other things. But yeah, we use spawn eggs because Minecraft's all about having fun, and it's not fun for me to run around and look for these wolves, and so I spawned them with an egg because I wanted to have them, and that was fun. And they're so pretty. And then you have Panda. Panda is going to be moved to my Panda Sanctuary, but grinding is cringe and cheating is based. Real, not fake. Then another unnamed cat. This is sort of, they're all hanging out. And then we've got some fish in there. We have 2 of them. Oh, 3. Again, I don't really come in the pet place all that often anymore, but I really should. Then we have Draculora. This is my bat. I don't know why she's on the first floor. It's kind of upsetting. Normally she's on the second floor, so I don't feel as scared opening and closing the door, but now she's down here. I don't know why. I think I could probably lead her. But yeah, I think the bats in Minecraft are so cute, and so we had to get one, of course. So Draculora is here from Monster High. And then I have some times when the cats give me little gifts. I have them here. And then over here, you'll see the beginnings of my museum idea. So this is when I got a buried treasure. And I like put some of the stuff that I found in the little map. So I'm like, that's a cute way to decorate my hotel. Got some bookshelves. But yeah, I also meant to go over, these are the resource packs that I use. So these are just texture packs. This is a texture pack that I put on sometimes. But I have the unobtrusive armor, unobtrusive weather. This is Vanilla Tweaks. It has a bunch of stuff on it. Get a guardian and name her Laguna. Oh my god, I do have a place for a guardian to go in my aquarium right now, so maybe I could. I think naming the little fish down there Laguna might be awesome though. The pink and blue one, cause she's like pink and blue. That's a pretty good idea. But the Vanilla Tweaks has a bunch of stuff like compiled into it. I don't remember all of them. Small shield, colorful canines, better foliage. This one is so cute. It makes your crops like cubes. This one is my favorite. I was so happy when I found the floral tools, and then I have a starry GUI. In case anyone is wondering. The bookshelves is from Vanilla Tweaks. I do know that. Bam. Just like a chill little lobby up here. I need to figure out more stuff to put in there. But then we have this, which goes down into here. Yeah, see this little fish is perfect Laguna. For sure. I'll have to get it in a bucket and name it. So yeah, this is Dreamsicle. This is the owner of the hotel. He's chilling in his room right now, but it's like a dreamy sky with like a big bed. So as you can hear, there's a million animal sounds happening, and that is why all of the animals live in a separate hotel, so that I don't have to hear them. But yeah, this is Dreamsicle chilling out. And then we have Soap. So Soap's room is very like spa, clean girl themed. She's so cute. In every single one of my Minecraft worlds, I have had a dog with a pink collar named Soap, and every time they've died horrifically. So Soap stays in her room for her own safety, and then you'll see why there's water droplets coming from upstairs. But I thought it was perfect that this is like her little like bath spa area. So that's why she has the. And this is wood, not quartz, because my museum takes all my quartz and we don't have any to spare. You'll notice that all the dogs are on the second floor, and then all the cats are on the top floor, because cats like to perch, and I think that's cute. Listen. Heidi, this is based off my dog in real life. She's a miniature schnauzer, so I don't really know what to do with her room. But, yeah. Oh yeah, and then I do have the dates on some of them of when I got them. So this is where Egg and Omelette live. The room is like breakfast theme. It's like a little egg on the floor. But they were at the village at the time, and I got Snowball, and Snowball is so cute. Snowball's not tame. Snowball is a free spirit, but Snowball doesn't have a room yet. And so Snowball just stays in here. For the time being. We do have Snowball's room over here. Yeah. Then Daisy, I don't remember when I got her. This would be her room. I don't know why. There's just a lonely yellow candle in here, but Godspeed. And then some more extra rooms. I need to get better about recording when I got my pets again, because it's cool to see, but... So this is Peppermint and Bark. They're gonna live at some point when I build a Christmas village. They're gonna live there, because it's like... Bark I named first, because I'm like, you just look like wood. And then I got Peppermint, and I was like, wait, like Peppermint Bark, like the Christmas treat, which is one of my favorite Christmas treats ever, so. And they have a double bed, because they're in love. And then the Powerpuff Girls rooms don't have anything yet. This is Fish's room. I love my little fish. So Fish is the room with the waterbed. It's very fun. And fish up on the walls. This was the first room I think I had decorated, so it's a bit unhinged. They are gay and they're in love. Yes, 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 yes. Museum Cat. I need 07s in the chat for Museum Cat. Museum Cat unfortunately did pass away due to a gravel-related incident. It was very tragic. Museum Cat had, I think, accidentally been hit by my pickaxe, and so basically immediately died in one tick when the gravel fell on top of her. She was there for the start of building the museum, and now she is dead. And yeah, it was horrifying. I sat there, mouth agape, for like 10 minutes, I swear to God. I was so... Because I didn't even get a chance to name her. Like, it was... it was so messed up. So, respects for Museum Cat. And then we have Alice and Juliet. So these are based on... Not to go back to death, but these are based on my cats in real life. And Juliet did unfortunately die. But she gets to live in my game forever with her sister, and they're cute. She's a little black cat. So, they live here now in the virtual world alive. And because they were my real life kites, I kind of tried to base the room off of the colors of my room back home, because I really liked hanging out in my room. So my room is like teal and green. So that's why their room is like this. And they have like a little cat tree. Anyway, enough pet death. These are rooms just for the random cats that I got downstairs. Yeah, and then this will be Jellybean's room. But if we go to Alice and Juliet's room, you'll never guess. Yeah, I agree too, especially like with the parrots. I really wish that parrots could just fly around and not have to teleport to you, because it feels cruel just making them sit on the floor, but I don't want them to, like, teleport to me. But, alas. a secret passageway into my storage room. So I did post, this is where the little hobbit hole leads to. Dude, it's raining in the game and it's raining in real life. This is crazy. But the cats I feel like are such tricky teleporters anyway. Yeah, this is my storage room. This is my favorite room in my entire world. I love it so much. It used to be just like a basic room, but now I don't know. It's just perfectly encapsulates like what I love, where it's like overcrowded, but it's just so pretty, and I love like the little water thing with the bridge. It's just I love it so much. I love it so much. Yeah, and then I decorated all the top things with some stuff that was like hopefully like it makes it feel so full. And I believe this is a chest. It's not. But yeah, and so I have like the stone cutter. My stone cutter's hidden up there. I haven't decorated all of them, but it kind of refers to what is in the little thing. And then over here is my little don't want to get copyrighted, so I won't play any of the music because I don't know. But this has how many things I still need to get on it, so I have quite a ways to go. But this is my collection so far. I am terrible at getting the mobs to hit, like the skeletons to hit the creepers. I'm terrible at it. So the fact that I'm able to get any of these discs is incredible. But yeah, and then in here we have my little smelting room. So and my friends in Discord will know, but this smelting room she's had many phases. She's had many phases for sure. See, and the animals, they don't go into the fire, they go around because they're smart and they like to live. Also, I didn't realize that they like are in the mud. Like it like goes down a little bit. I know that the mud block goes down, but I didn't realize it was because like you go down. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm gonna actually go to bed because these thunderstorm noises are really loud. So you get a sneak peek of my room. My room is not done either, but we'll get to it. So back to my chest room. So this was actually the smelting room was actually the first room that I technically ever built, because if you remember, down here is where the like original plan was gonna be. But this was my enchanting room first and foremost. But then I was like, I need to have like a set up smelt room, and the iterations of this room were terrible, god awful. And then my second plan was to build it like multi-layered, but that also failed. So now I just have this hole I don't know what to do with. But yeah, and then it came out with this, and I'm pretty proud of this. I really like, it's very cozy, I think. I like the shroom lights a lot. I think it's very cute. And then these are where I put like the ores and stuff. It may look like this is a lot of furnaces, but let me tell you, when you're really in the smelting game, it's not really all that much. But I like refuse to have automatic smelters and stuff because I like the parts of Minecraft that take a lot of time. And my next room is my enchantment room, and this room I think is so beautiful. I want to do something better with the rooftop, but it feels so magical in here because there's the like firefly bushes, and I don't know, there's just something about it. And then like the sneaky way to hide my grinder, I made like a little like reading nook over here. And then you have carpet until you get here, and then it's wool because I realized the carpet blocks it. Yeah, it's so magical to be in here. Thank you for that. This is where I have like my stuff to be enchanted, so I have like the tools that I'm gonna enchant and my lapis and stuff in there. But yeah, it's so fun. And then if you go up here, I have what are they called? Yeah, that's the dating app grinder in there. Yeah, I don't. Is that not what they're called? I don't remember. Anyways, then up here you have these have like all my villager trade books in them. And these have like some of the useful books to what I was doing. But then you see that up there, and you're like, how do you get over there? You get over there by this parkour that I fail, I would say, more often than I succeed. But you'll never know that because I'm a god on stream. But it has my anvil that I do not use because once you fall, you have to go all the way back down and then try to get back up. It's terrible, terrible design, but it looks cool, so it has to stay. And then this has all my books from fishing that are all like really random. But yeah. So my enchantment room. And then this is a map. It's not updated. I'm pretty sure these maps were supposed to be locked, but I forgot that. But normally this has my map on it, but I did lock the map that was on it. You'd simply never fall. Well, listen, it's it's hard to do sometimes. See, I also never fall, okay? And if anybody says otherwise, then well, you have no evidence of me falling. So basically, maybe I'm just lying. There's a whole cave system back here. I don't know. I don't have any plans for it yet, but it is back here. So I'm talking about it for evidence in case I do ever do something with it. But then next we have my bedroom. My bedroom is very incomplete because I am waiting to go to the end to get the purple block. Let me tell you, when I get the purple block, this whole place is gonna look so different. But yeah, so this is like, it is lesbian flag colored. But listen, I love the like 70s retro colors anyway, so this is supposed to be a conversation pit with like a couch. I think it's like kind of ugly, but I don't really know what else to do, and I don't hate it enough to get rid of it, so it kind of just exists here. And then I have this little balcony where you can like look out from, and then I have dirt over here, guys. This place, my bedroom is she's on hold because there's a lot that needs to be done still. But yeah, I have this little feature in it, which is like an art piece. It's supposed to be like glow stars on the ceiling, but also the void. And then the blocks that are up there hanging from it they're supposed to be like planets, but they are lesbian flag themed as well, because lesbians represent. And then behind it, I have my honestly terrible little axolotl area, but I felt worse having them in buckets, so I feel like this is better. Question mark. This whole area is gonna be reworked, but this is what it is for now. We also have Lucky the chicken, because I was trying to get a chicken to build my statue based off of, and this was the very first egg that I threw out. And so this is Lucky. This is Lizard, based on my real life cat as well. This is just where materials are, and then this is my like personal stuff chest, but the cats do not seem to appreciate that. And this is my bed. It's very cutesy, very demure with the little hearts. And then over here is where I don't actively upkeep my diary, but every once in a while I'll write in one, so those are there. Also behind this, there is in fact not terracotta, because terracotta is expensive. So we're cutting corners. But yeah, this is my room. I love this little area up here. I just can't wait to have purple blocks once I go to the end, because it's gonna change. For sure. Okay. Anyways, and then next we have this little pathway out here. So yeah, this is the facade of the building out here, and then this is the like little shorter one. And then next we have, and this is the big one, this is my big project, which is my museum. So I have my little ominous banners, and I have my little thing to outlook out here. It was originally going to be a tiny museum, but as you will see, things have quickly gotten out of hand. So it's meant to be this floor and then this floor up here, but this floor is now more of like a storage area floor, I guess. Yeah, so this is my museum. This is because I had these blocks in my inventory and I wanted to get them out, so I just placed them here, but now it's been here for so long that it's iconic and it has to stay. So this is abstract art inventory clearing. And then in here is my first pair of iron armor that I ever wore. I ever made. It's got low durability, but I made sure to save it. I don't have my original pickaxe, but I do have my original iron armor. And then we have my trial chamber room. And then this has how many times I've done trial chamber runs, which haven't been a lot because they scare me a little bit. But the trial chambers are for sure one of my favorite things they added to Minecraft. They're so fun. So if you haven't done a trial chamber, I highly recommend it. They're very silly and they're very cool. So this is decorated to look like one in here. But then this is like just another part, like showcasing all the different parts of it with some of the loot you can get. And then in here is where I'm gonna put all of the objects that you can get from a trial chamber. So I have some of them, and then I'm gonna write like a description about what they mean and whatnot. And you have the little music in there. But the Minecraft music is playing, so it's too much music. But yeah, this side's gonna be like mob drops, and then this side's gonna be like loot that you can get from the spawner. So then we have obviously our little pots, which are very fun. I love collecting the pottery. I love how much like collecting is in Minecraft now. And then we have my underwater area. The lectern is supposed to go here, but it has since moved. So this is like gonna be my ocean monument. This is when I went to it. Got a wet sponge and a dry sponge, and it's more like interactive because one of my favorite things I love about museums is like climbing on stuff. And so I'm like, how do I create a museum where you can like climb on everything? So that's why there's like a lot of recreation stuff. So yeah, and then here's the map of where. That's why, yeah, this place is very large. Whenever I'm like, oh, look at my 6 months, and I like show the world, I'm like, it does not do justice to how much of this mountain I have dug out. And I only got a beacon very, very recently from obviously the Wither video that I posted. And I have not done any mining since getting the haste beacon, but you know. Then this is where I'm gonna put where you get like treasure, buried treasure stuff. And then I made this recreation of a little. I love this little bit where it's like it looks like the outside because the painting. But yeah, because there used to be a treasure, like a little ship at the mall that I used to go to, and it was my favorite thing ever. So I'm like, I obviously have to put a little treasure, a little ship with it. And then this is where the buried treasure stuff is gonna be. And then this is where the buried treasures items are gonna be displayed. Yeah, it has like glowstone behind it, so that's what makes it look like all lit up. It's very fun. I got that idea from a IBX Toy Cat world tour video where he made like a fake window, and I was like, that's awesome. I'm gonna do that in my pirate ship. But yeah, so this is all gonna get like a rework because I think I'm gonna make like different wings. But yeah, so far this is supposed to be my river section, but I realized that the cod don't spawn in the river, and there's just a lot happening. But this was a river area first up. This is an underwater area that I got, that I recreated from somewhere. It's a work in progress. The pale moss is supposed to represent gravel, but because I'm digging under it, I don't want to repeat of the death of of Museum Cat, so that's why there's no gravel allowed. So it's sandstone and then the pale moss, which I've gotten from a wandering trader, and then bone mealed. So this area isn't complete, obviously, but yeah. This is also another way to get back here. It's through the like little tube, which is gonna have fish in it as well. And then this is where the guardians are gonna go. I'm pretty proud of their little enclosure. And then I copied this from the wiki, but I'm gonna rewrite it. But yeah, and I have like, yeah, I want to add like maybe a sniffer area somewhere, coral reef area, but this area is I've got a lot of mining to do, so it'll be a while. And the guardian eggs are in there because again, we love cheating. We love cheating. I don't even know how you would transport a guardian, to be honest. That seems like a hellish nightmare. But yeah. I do love plagiarism as well, but I love its inspiration, okay? The museum isn't open yet, so we just have that as a placeholder for when we're gonna use our real brains. Because I actually did take an interpretation class that talked about non-staffed interpretation, like signs and stuff, and I went on a trip and I put a lot of effort into like a school trip, a lot of effort into looking at the interpretation stuff. So I really want to like that's why the museum has so much effort put into it because I really want to try and do like my own version of interpretation for that. Yeah, the happy gas would probably go in the nether and not this area though. I don't want this place to be a zoo. It's not a zoo at all. It's an aquarium, and then there'll be like a sniffer area demonstration, but I don't think I'll actually have a sniffer in here. Because I don't like having that many mobs around. I might make a zoo at some point, but my pets are enough mobs for me, and then I think that the fish are quiet enough that they don't do anything. So then we go down here, and this is where I have it set up to where all my little places are. So the little lodestone compasses. And then this is what my world looked like. This was one of the first maps that I did. Oh, a happy gas to transport the guardian. But don't they wouldn't they die of like no water? Don't they like air drown? Suffocate. Suffocate is air drowning. I have no idea. But we're cheating, so it doesn't matter. Anyways. This was my spawn before. I used to have my farms over there. I was getting like spruce. Let's see. There's not anything really going on. But then this is it to this day. Updated. I did it like literally I did this one today. It's like not filled out because I don't know where the original one went. But yeah, this is my world so far. There's like some stuff obviously up here, and there's these next exhibits. But yeah, it's like my little road to where the village is. Moo Moo Meadows. Rainbow Road. I love that you can see Nyan Cat from space, from the map. It's so cute. They don't suffocate when on land. That's crazy. I did not know that. Oh yeah, I did kind of breeze past this. This is where a museum cat died. Was in this spot right here. So there's a little memorial. Have to pay our respects. The prison? What prison? I think I know what prison you're talking about, and listen, no, I don't remember it. It's blocked from my memory. Yeah, rest in peace. This was the spot. That's very sad. But anyways, moving on. We already had our moment of silence, okay? This is Love Island. It's a little cut off up at the top, but we're gonna go. Yeah, I know. I don't remember those times. Forcibly removed them from my memory. But yeah, I think it looks so cute on this little map. It's so precious. I love Love Island so much. This was what I built during February for Valentine's Day. Because I love having, like, when I was little, me and my sister made a world that was called Holiday World, and we just built stuff for the different holidays. So we had, like, a pumpkin maze and a haunted house, like, area for Halloween. And then we literally built, like, a giant skyscraper and, like, decorated it to have, like, a ball drop and a fireworks show go off, and we made our parents like sit and watch it. So I love having places that are themed to the different holidays. So, and it's not based off of Love Island, the TV show, okay? It's just an island full of love. And this is Canary Stronghold. This is my end area. You can see the 2 pixels of nether portal right there, and that's where the staircase is to my end. This is mostly also just to show like a map before I did anything there. But we're gonna build the space station because that's what won the poll. And I think that will be very fun. I'm keeping the name Canary Stronghold because I think it's just like kind of cool. Because the original idea was to have it be a mining town, and then obviously you have the stronghold where the portal is. You can see the little path. But yeah, and then this area is my jungle base so far. I don't have a name for it, but this is gonna be Panda Island. I just think the maps are so cool. I'm spending way too long looking at them. Okay, so then over there are good. Okay. These are the flags. So we have the jungle one on the far left, then we have spawns in the middle, and then we have sunflower villages are the flags. Yeah, and then we go down. Oh yeah, I meant to show, so I have it like blocked off because it's all very unfinished, but I'm a little insane, okay? I'm a little insane. I like mine block. This is as far as it can go before it starts running into other stuff. But yeah, I'm a little crazy. Then we have, I need to fix it because it was uneven on this side, but this is where my beacon is. I'm gonna put like a glass sculpture up in front of it, like the one in the Indianapolis Children's Museum, because I think that is very cool. So that's gonna go up there. And then yeah, we have more of the carved out space. And then we have where the gift shop is gonna be. But currently there's nothing in it but a crafting table and a stone cutter. But yeah, I love my little museum. The design of it has taken me 10 million years to work on. And again, it's very unfinished, but I think it looks kind of sick. And then, yeah, from the outside, these don't have connected interiors to the mountain. This one does not have an interior yet, but that's high up on the to-do list. This is my little animal hospital. Right now it is non-functional. Like a little helipad. And Ash says that this helipad is not good enough for a helicopter to land on, and to that I say they have enough room. And if they can't get it, then they shouldn't be a pilot. It's just my opinion. That's my opinion. And then we have a crafting table built in 8x8, and it's just cute looking, so that's why it's here. And then also, as you can see, we have Enderman. I did build that using a tutorial, and I just think he's pretty neat. There's nothing more to really say about that. I built that when I added mobs because I thought it would be like ominous. Yeah, if you can't land a helicopter there, it is in fact a skill issue. This bridge I built, and I built it thinking, oh, it's so ugly, but I'll get rid of it. And now I'm too endeared to it to really get rid of it. Then over here, if you'll see, it's very like uniform. This is because this is where my farm used to be. Used to be up here, but now I've moved it, obviously. As you can see, the well used to be here. Yeah, I have all these flower petals. I think I got them from a Pinterest like a really long time ago. But the lily pads with the cactus flowers was all from my brain. So pretty much all of these are from my brain. I just will look up like real life images for the most part. Obviously the Minecraft sign is a recreation. I think that every Minecraft world has to have a Minecraft sign. It's like required by law. I guess we can go over here. This was definitely one of my later builds. It is my little fishing dock, because everywhere it needs to have a good place to fish, of course. So I built this. I love using campfire as this like little roof bits, so I sit here and fish, obviously. And then inside of here, I also built this all straight from my brain, and I'm pretty proud of it because it does use like a weird amount of blocks. But inside of it, this was just gonna be my fishing shack, but there's a zombie villager that found my residence and tried to attack me, and so I saved him from his illness, and now he trades me for my fish. And I get so much money from fishing. But yeah, and then these are like little pits using the string technique. I like it though. I like the ashes. I think it looks cool. I don't know. Like it looks fun to me. It reminds me of like that's where like the soil would be for the trees or something. I don't know. Can we sleep? No. But yeah, I like it, and so it stays. It's another one of those things where if I just become too endeared and used to it, then it will never change. This is where my potato farm used to be. It was very cute. I'm thinking I want to put like a statue here someday when I figure out how to do that, but so it's like my central thing. I need to expand over in that direction, but so far we have not. So then normally we come this way through Rainbow Road, so that's what I'm gonna go do. Because I love Rainbow Road. It's named Rainbow Road partially because of Mario Kart and then also just because it looks cool. And if you're like, this is not the way a rainbow is supposed to go, this is how baby me before I took art class thought a rainbow went when I was making my like rainbow loom bracelets, and I like it more. So it stays this order because this world is all about my like childhood and creativity and returning to that like no fear of failure, and so we have no fear of doing the rainbow wrong. And I think it just looks more aesthetically pleasing. So it stays that way. And then we have all my sheeps here. There's glowstone under this so that it's all lit up. This is supposed to be a coin, like from Mario. And I think it's an okay job. I tried to build it out of gold, and I don't think it looks as good. So, but I do like the honey blocks in it. It's very silly. And then we have the chicken. Okay. The chicken is busted looking, and you're not allowed to make fun of it because I didn't know what I was doing. It's a terrible chicken design, and also it's just a bad chicken farm because the way to get up is through here, but the chickens are like oftentimes on the trapdoor, and so they just get released. Whatever. I built it like in a hurry because I didn't want it to be unfinished for the tutorial, but the tour. Yeah. And then I have all my sheeps. They're all very cute. I want to decorate this area to be more like mushroomy and fantasy, but I haven't really got around to it. Then we have my stables over here. And then this is my beautiful redstone machine. This is the peak of my redstone ability, which is very great. This is just where I keep all my crops, though. But yeah, my loft. Dude, I was like building this thing, and I was like, man, I don't know. I want to use like a white trim because it's like classic barn look, but I don't know where the pale forest is, and it's probably really far away. And then a villager, a wandering trader, spawned right next to me, like literally as I was like, what block am I gonna use? I guess I'll have to use quartz, and was like, pale sapling, and I was like, fuck yeah. So that was pretty excellent timing. I also love doing my ladders on the trapdoors like this. I don't remember where I saw this first, but I think it's so satisfying. And then if you'll see down here, there is in fact a staircase, and it leads to a trial chamber. But so I'm not gonna go down there because we're in peaceful. But I tried to do the like glass effect, but it's like not enough layers. And also, how am I gonna get up there? Like it's silly. But that does lead to a trial chamber. And then we have obviously Nyan Cat, because what else are you gonna put at the end of your rainbow? Very cutesy, very demure. And then in here we have where my bees are. Can I sleep yet? No. I just want the rain to go away. Maybe it's cozy. I don't know. But yeah, this is where all my bees are. This is gonna, obviously, I want to have it be decorated more, but it's like that for now. It's supposed to be a red shell. I think I did my best. When I say, I don't know if people will say it's a red shell, but when I point it out to them, they're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So I need to finish up having these here. But the problem is that we used to, I know how to do it. I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. It's for the vibes. It's for the vibes. Unless it's really loud, then I can clear the weather. But yeah, I used to have like 10 million sheep because this was when I was building the Minecraft sign, and it's made out of wool. So, but now we practice ethical sheep farming. Do not look at the white sheep, okay? Everybody has enough space, and if you don't look at the white sheep, it's fine. Oh yeah. Okay, I have my game sounds turned down pretty low. It's loud for me, but I turned it down because my microphone, it tends to be really quiet. So I'm glad you can't really hear it though. But this is what the resource pack looks like, and they're so freaking cute. Also, if you're like, why would I want to farm beets? They give you red dye, and I think that that's pretty useful. And so I do farm them. And then I have my potatoes over here, my carrots, and then I have my really huge wheat farm. Clearing this thing out, like, it takes over a clear inventory. Like, I have to use these double chests in order to repopulate it. But I think it looks cool. It's overboard, and I love that. We'll go to sleep really quickly in the bee farm. I don't know why I put a bed in here. I just did. So I can sleep with the beautiful. Oh, that scared me. Yeah, I have a lot of bees, and they're beautiful. Okay. Now you're like, what else is over here that you haven't shown already? Let me tell you. I'm about to blow your mind. Nobody's ever seen stuff like this. This was also. Yeah. You use like a fortune hoe. I'm gonna get one eventually, but right now I only have silk touch for clearing out leaves. This is my sugarcane farm. This was also inspired by IBX Toy Cat's World Tour video. She's a little unhinged. She's a little unhinged. There's like multiple layers. And we just... And then if you lose some, it's okay because you have too many. Yeah, I know that you can use any fortune tool, but that it's a part of having 2 netherite hose. It's part of the flex. But anyways, I build this whenever I don't want to expand my museum. I just expand my sugarcane farm. And it's like my evil lair. And we have a lot of sugarcane. And I would build it deeper to bedrock, but there is unfortunately a beautiful cave system under it that is thwarting our plans. And I didn't really want to have to seal it off, so unfortunately the sugarcane farm does only go this deep, but you know, everybody's really sad about it. Oh. See, and then my favorite part is when I get lost. Okay, okay. I can see through. Anyway, it's just, listen, you guys don't understand the method to my madness, and that's okay. If only I could make something to get gunpowder that beautiful. But alas. It's my dark underworld. And then lastly, maybe I'll get a horse so I don't have to keep running around. Oh yeah. This horse is really fast. Oh. I don't think it can jump very high though. Ah, that's not too bad. Lady can jump like 5 blocks. She's very cool. Yeah, you have to make like a creeper's farm thing like in the sky or whatever. This is Moo Moo Meadows. It's based off the Mario Kart track, loosely though. And it's where I have my cows, because again, we're practicing ethical farming. And that up there is where you can see the overview, but I don't feel like going up there now. But yeah, we do ethical farming. Because I had my game mode on peaceful for the longest time, because I like building in peaceful, I don't think it's creepy. And so farming was a big way that I would get experience. So I like to have big areas for all my animals, farming and fishing. And then next we're gonna go to the village, the Sunflower Village, which I have not shown on stream yet. All this other stuff has been on stream, but not... Jesus, it's already been an hour. Bro, I'm yapping. I literally built this path yesterday because I was like, I need people to not see my shitty path. So this is the area. It's very much a work in progress, obviously, but I think it's very cute. It's like the little butcher house. And the villagers, they're free range, and they have their little stalls that they go to work on. And then we have the stables over here. Oh. And I just built the library, and the villagers are very confused about it. But this is obviously a work in progress as well. I didn't really know how to put it, because the library is obviously going to be the most important part. Yeah, they do have rights. They have rights, for sure. Because they deserve it. So obviously, there's going to be a lot of librarians, because that's what villagers are most useful for. So I wanted the library to be like a focal point, but I also don't really know how I feel about it. So this could turn into a hotel, it could turn into the church if I have a better idea for what to do for the library later on, but I think it's really cute. There's all these yellow flowers. There's gonna be a bunch of sunflowers, and then this is gonna be stained glass sunflower over here. But yeah, they do have rights, and it's because if they die, then that's unfortunate. But that's okay. And then I don't know. That's the only complaint that I can see that people will have is that they could like die, and it's not even really that unfortunate. I mean, death is terrible. Obviously, everyone knows this. But when it comes to like, in terms of difficulty, them dying is not hard to recover from. Emotionally, it's devastating though. But other than that, like, they go to their same workstation every day. Like, I always know where they are. So when I need to trade, I just go to where they'll be. So why do I need to lock them up, you know? They deserve freedom. And I also didn't let myself trade with villagers until I built them, like, some nicer houses. Because everyone deserves to have rights. And I left my horse. So yeah, the village is something that I want to look really cute, but I am struggling with making it look really cute. So it's another one of my projects that doesn't really get a lot of attention, unfortunately. But I did build all of that last night in a haze. So where do we want to go to next? Do we want to go to my jungle area or Love Island? Dude, this music is funky as hell. I feel like Love Island is definitely smaller. Luckily, this is like the main big area. My next areas are not nearly as big. There's not really much else going on other than these next few places. I'm building... Listen. I like the new Minecraft music a lot. Okay, here is where I want to put my train station, but I don't have any ideas for what I want it to look like yet. So, yeah. But then we do have a minecart, but I don't have one with me right now. And I want to make this track look like really cool. Like, and have the tunnel be all built up and stuff, but... Listen, back in my day, it was Xbox version. Also, over here, like, I want to build a quarry, like a little mining area, like, quarry, because I really want to get a lot of moss and, like, pale moss and stuff, and I don't know a way to farm it that doesn't, like, use up resources already, so I think, like, bone mealing moss down really deep to get, like, a bunch of moss, I think is a good thing to do, so I want to build, like, a quarry out here, and I think that that will be really fun. But continuing on, and it adds like another stop along the way that makes this long traveling journey. I'm so bad with speaking. Okay, I love leading up to my place because look at how pretty it looks. It's so magical. I don't know if it shows up as well on stream, but yeah, this is gonna be my train station. The little hearts in it. I need to finish this up, but obviously after Valentine's Day, I kind of stopped caring about it as much. But yeah, one of these flowers is what Daisy suffocated under, which is unfortunate. And her resurrection site is under this, so unfortunately, the train station is built on top of a grave. But she like came back to life, so it's fine. And then the little sunset over the picnic area. I think it's so pretty. Also, this using walls as like little pebbles is in fact goated. It is goated as hell. Bam. Then we have my little picnic area. I have mashed potatoes, and then this is supposed to be rice, and then this is supposed to be steak on the grill. The heart design I did kind of get from Pinterest, I think, but I changed it quite a bit. But I love that they have like the little detail of them having the pop, like the stick part of the popsicle go through. Makes me so happy for some reason. Now obviously we have little ducky. That I got from Instagram a million years ago. And then a little bird bath. Of course, of course. This bridge. And this fountain I also got just from my from my brain hole. And I think that it's so pretty. I love using amethyst. And then over here we have little strawberries, our little chocolate dipped strawberry hut. And it has Love Bug over here, who I do not see very often. But every time I come here, I forget that she exists, and then I get really excited that she exists. So she's just chilling in her own little love island. And then we have my very first sniffer named Strawberry that lives in the strawberry. Such a cutie. And then yeah, this is my Napoleon ice cream boat, and I want to put more lanterns, but I just didn't get around to doing it. Yeah, this was also inspired by some building tutorial, and then the idea for a strawberry house came from something, I think it was probably Instagram, but then I like made it my own. And then we have this cute little bear that I did make following a tutorial on YouTube. And this like little seating area in front of it. And then, yeah, I plan to I already put a fountain there. I don't know what these signs mean. This one says like big flower. Yeah. But there's gonna be definitely a hot air balloon somewhere. And then I want to build like a Ferris wheel, like little carnival date area. But other than that, I don't really have many other ideas. And it's not, whenever I want pink overload, I can come and build here, but I only really get that feeling when it's like Valentine's season. But Valentine's Day is one of my favorite holidays, so that's why it has its own dedicated world to it. But yeah, I built all of this mostly while listening to Leve too, which I love her music. So that was very fun. Anyways, back home. And this very boring trip back. But then I only have one more place to show you, because I'm not going to show you Canary Stronghold, because there's literally nothing there, and all that is there was on that live stream that I did in the area. So there's like literally like a tent and another portal in the Stronghold. So it's not very interesting over there. I don't know why I always check those. I have pretty much everything I think I would ever need from them. But because I got all the saplings and stuff. I've not found every biome yet, but I am planning on also making a video tour that's like actually like edited and planned out though at some point. So once I figure out how to make an editing software work, be on the lookout for that. Unless you're already here, in which case, hello. I say if you're already here. I only know one of you is here. Shout out to my #1 supporter, Athena. My bestie, my #1 fan. Even my girlfriend fell asleep. She went, I'm EP. SMH, SMH. Bam. So all we have left is the nether and my jungle area. Which my jungle area has a lot of... It's huge, but there's nothing going on, if that makes sense. So, unfortunately, the only way to get down to it is through this giant tube. But trust and believe that I am in the process of building a tunnel. So this area started off, this is my like spawner room. I think it looks very cool, but unfortunately it might have to change because there is, I found accidentally a spider spawner over here. So they're like right next to each other and I can get them both to spawn at the same time, so I need to flip, I think, the tube to be on the other side. But also, that's so much work and so much designing, so I'm not thinking about it for the moment. This is my progress on building. This is all hand digging this obviously is when I ran into a cave. But I'm building a way back up to the surface, so I don't have to use the bubble elevator, which is mostly so that I can get, like my horses and stuff through, because right now anytime I have had to use a horse I would just teleport it, which is like kind of cheating, but also I get haste up there, which I think will really help the efforts. Also, all of these are in fact filled with not all the way up here yet, but so I have no need for arrows. Yeah, this is my lookout into Little Ravine, and this is where I get my infinite lava. And then through the wither painting, because obviously this is where I fought the wither. And then I had a bunch of chickens as sacrifice. And this was the only one that lived, and so I named it Rose, and she's also gonna get it. Her and Lucky will probably have a little place to themselves at some point. But I really like how this room is. It reminds me of like a laser tag. But I built it before I realized that the wither can kill. So we turned off mob griefing, because again, we love cheating. Bam. Anyways, on to the nether. My nether is also something that is on my list of, like, on my priority list of things that need to be changed, because there's not a lot going on, obviously. I need to get rid of this netherrack. I hate the way netherrack sounds to walk on. It's terrible. But I don't really know what to do here yet. So nothing has been done. Except for my tunnel to my jungle area. So the tunnel is quite long because, like I said, okay, so the jungle biome is my favorite biome. But it is very, very far away. So we have to have this tunnel system. I like the melons though, they're very silly. This leads to where Canary Stronghold is, but we again do not have to go there because there's nothing there. But it is in between my area. My two areas. My two main like base areas. We're almost there. And then we will enter the biodome. Oh, mob creeping stops sheep from eating grass. That explains why my grass is always green. Because I was wondering, and I thought it was because there were too many sheeps in the pen, but it's probably because of that. They still, like, will regain their wool, though. Just not turning it from dirt. Anyways, the biodome is nearly complete. Obviously, I need to finish up that. But then we can, like, start decorating it like it's actually a biodome. But, yeah, I've just replaced every block with an overworld block. I'm gonna put ore here. I've just been lazy. There's, like, a little cave. Working on this ceiling is pretty annoying. The sheep will, like, bend down and go, and then it'll make the noise like they've eaten the grass. It just won't show the grass as being eaten. So you still do have to wait. Well, they must have changed it. I know that villagers can't breed when you have mob grouping on, because they won't pick up the bread. But anyways, this is my Jesus frickin' Christ. That portal is so loud. This is my jungle area. I love the combination of the cherries wood and the jungle trees. I think it is so pretty. Jungles are my favorite biome, and I love the how vibrant all of the colors are. I don't know what's gonna go here. Probably a temple or something. But yeah, I just think that jungles are the most beautiful. So that's why this place exists. And then all of my other Forever Worlds, I say Forever Worlds, they're obviously not my Forever Worlds because I'm not playing on them right now. But I did have a long-term world which I played for many years on my PlayStation. And my main thing that I built there was a giant castle. It was like this castle. So I really wanted to recreate this area as like an homage to my other like Forever World before this. So, and I love the alien flowers actually really do fit the color scheme really well. So before going into the thing, this is my attempt at building like a tree house. I think it is terrible. But that's the thing about Minecraft, and especially like my playstyle, is that I have to build something terrible first in order to maybe make it look good later. So, it doesn't look the worst, but it's not what it could be, you know. But you just have to make things, you know. You just have to create. Mud brick sound is also incredibly good. That's why I use it everywhere. Also, I really want to have this overlook this area, and I want to build like statues of dinosaurs. I want to make it like Jurassic Park over here in this section, which I think will be really fun. Sort of like in Minecraft Oasis, where Aya's Cupquake had a area with a bunch of dinosaurs, and they had like all their different pens and stuff. I want to build something like that, but then make them like obviously statues, because we don't have dinosaurs. And then obviously the sniffer will have a place there because the sniffer is a dinosaur. So yeah, and then we get a better view of my castle. It's huge. For purely that I wanted to build something that was kind of crazy. Because I'm just a little unhinged, and I was a little unhinged. But it took me like no time to build it the second time around. Bam. These are my dogs from my jungle dogs. Only Bob has a name, because my dog in the world that used to live in this castle was named Bob. And then we have Arthur. This is King Arthur, our armadillo. He's gonna have a throne room somewhere. But yeah, the interior is not done because I'm working on a wall design. But every wall design I have thought up, I just don't know how I feel about it, and I don't know what to do about the layout. And then I do have 2 sniffers here. And they're so cute. Oh, I love the sniffer so much. I do wish that we got more flowers from them, but I just love flowers. And I want Moo Bloom. I'm just greedy when it comes to more things to decorate with. But they're so cute. I don't have names for them yet, but yeah. The interior, I did have not most, I had quite a large portion of my interior furnished on my original PlayStation world, but I was never really happy with it, and I want to try something different, and I want to make it like actually furnished like a castle, but for that you have to have walls, and I don't know what to do for the walls. Then this is my very first chicken farm area. What the heck? Hell yeah. And they kept getting eaten by the ocelots, so they had to go in here. But I guess they don't have to be here anymore because I have my other chicken farm. This is where I got most of my discs. Was because this area was not lit up, and so I would have 10 million creepers and 10 million skeletons. But here's a little balcony with the guard tower. The proportions are also pretty different on this castle to the other ones, but in ways that improve it, because before it was kind of meh. But alas. And then you have one more floor. Obviously you can see. I want to put slabs on the roof, because then on the top of the roof is my melon farm. They're like in this little line. I need to make something else up here, but I also don't have an idea. And that's what another thing, like I was saying, that's what's great about Minecraft, is that I don't have to know actually what I want to build, because I have so many things going on that I can just go somewhere else to build. Also, their like UI like thing being so grayed out, and then when you drop them, it just being the block, I think is so funny. I think that's so silly. But yeah, and then after this is pretty much all the stuff that I have built. A giant tree would be super cool to build a throne into. But also, I don't know where I would put it. Are you saying maybe on the roof? Put the throne on the roof? We had built some kind of like altar thing up there or something. I kind of wanted to build like a greenhouse on top of it, like a brick greenhouse, kind of like the one that's in Biltmore, North Carolina. But who knows? We don't have any ideas. Dude, the chat is so delayed, it's so silly. But yeah, and then back here behind is where I want to put my panda sanctuary. But I've only been able to find one freaking panda. And so she's trapped down here. She's named after the Chinese pandas in real life. And once I get like one of the silly pandas, I'm gonna name it Hua Hua after the people's princess. Panda Hua Hua. Bam. Panda sanctuary. I'm like an hour behind actually. That's how far behind chat is. Luckily though, we're on the same wavelength, so most of the time I've answered your questions before you actually ask them. Yeah, there's a coral reef over there, which is really useful, and then this is just silly now. But I'm gonna show you to where I want to build a pirate cove. The music to be Minecrafting. Doesn't this look perfect for a pirate cove over here? Like, this is the most pirate cove coded I think I've ever seen something. It's super cool. Oh yeah. Back at my castle is like right on top of the most beautiful like lush cave. It's so awesome. That's the problem though, is that I build everything so spaced out. I'm like, what the heck, man? You know what? Screw this. Also, yeah, I did give myself a lead. Don't worry about it. Yeah, like I'm gonna build like pirate ships and stuff. Anyways, this is what the lush cave looks like. And it's awesome. You have like up here, there's like a little pond. You go down. It's so cool. And I really love it. I don't know why my mouse is freaking out. And then also, the last thing I'm gonna show you. Bruh, what the heck? Oh, I got for sure. Dude, I could build a fox statue over there. Because I want to build a fox statue somewhere, and I was going to build it at the quarry, but I could build it at Pirate Cove as honor to my #1 king. Also, okay, so jungle biome is my favorite biome, and then my second favorite biome is the mesa biome. And so I'm going to show you where the mesa biome is. Do you see it, guys? Do you see the mesa biome? This is it. Isn't it incredible? If I put on F3, it's Badlands, and then desert, and then plains. It's like literally these tiny boxes. These tiny little blocks. It's so silly. But I love the jungle. I think it's so pretty. But that's most of my world. I don't really have anything else. Well, I guess if we're cheating now. Can't kill in all caps. I'll show you also my other thing. Yeah, I plan to make a dedication to world's smallest mesa biome. Pew. This is what I'm also working on currently, and it is my observatory. It's at cloud level, but I have the clouds turned off for like I don't know, whatever purposes. But it's gonna be like an observatory in the sky. And this is what we have at the moment. Then you have it really does not like to go down. Have my happy gas down here that I found. I have toggle crouch on because it's so hard to like hold down shift for a long time when I'm building, but yes. What? Okay, so the plan for the observatory is that I want to build the observatory, right? And then I want to have a bunch of other like cloud islands, and I want to build like a steampunk like blimp up there, and then I want to put like flying fish. I want to build like little fish, like a whale. Like I want to build like a whale to like fly around up there, like they're like flying creatures. A comet would be kind of fun too. Unless Comet Observatory is the actual thing that you're referring to. Oh yeah, from Mario Galaxy. Oh yeah, that is sick as hell. That was very fun. I'm thinking of like classic observatory. F3, F4. You are you are crazy. You've just changed the game. But yeah, so that's kind of the vibes for the Happy Ghast sanctuary up there. Because I've always, my very first memory of ever playing Minecraft was playing with my sister, and we made like just a village up in the sky, and it was so stupid and ugly, and it was just boxes with glass floors. Um, but I've always loved the idea of building up in the sky, like having a little place, and so that is also up there. But that's why I like having multiple things to work on in my world, and also multiple things that are like high stakes versus low stakes. Like my jungle base does not need to look good. That's very low stakes. But the village and the like observatory I do want to look good, and so those are like higher stakes. So when I want to like flex my creativity and I want to like put time and effort into making something look good, I can build for those things. But then if I want to have something that I don't care about how it looks and I'm like fine with changing it later, I like build at spawn, or I build at my little Rainbow Road area, or my jungle base. So it's so fun. Classic Minecraft is exactly whatever you built when you were 10. And that's why I like to have like my spawn world is low stakes, and it's very like it's in the building style that I most commonly would build in when I wasn't trying to be cool. And I think that's important because a lot of Minecraft is just about making things that you find interesting and that you find cool, and like just having fun. And this is the most fun I've ever had with the Minecraft world because I don't put pressure to like, oh, to have it be bad or be good. I've been looking for world tours, and I have found like a bunch of them, like recent ones, and world tours are like my favorite thing ever. That's why I wanted to do it, but this has obviously been very rambly. But Minecraft beta world tours would be crazy. That's like kind of the style of the stuff that I wanted to build. That's why everything is very much like a box, but it's has my own personal like detailed touches on it that I really like. Like this whole thing up here is definitely like inspired by like how I used to build my old Minecraft like worlds, like houses when I was really young, but like upgraded. And that's why I think it's fun. And I've also been challenging myself to use like different materials like sandstone and lapis, and then diorite, and then andesite, like a birch oak house that looks weird. Like I just think Minecraft is the most fun when you get weird with it, when you don't like care about what you're doing, and it's just like silly. But so if you ever find any Minecraft World Tour videos, I don't care if they have like 3 views, you have to send them to me. That's like the rule. Because I have like a whole playlist created where I have a bunch of like world tours. Because that's the thing, like, I also really want to be like, I get the most inspiration from looking at other people's Minecraft worlds, obviously. That's where like a lot of the stuff in this world kind of came from. But I don't like when they're Minecraft world tours and it's like someone who is a builder and they like have a super like detailed world that they're like building, and their whole thing is that they do building in Minecraft. I like to have videos where it's, I don't know, kind of people like at my level where you're just building for fun. My area is not meant to look cohesive or cool. I just like it to be like chill vibes. I get the most inspired by like the most random things that people build. So, if anybody out there ever has any Minecraft World Tour videos, trust me, I am trying to get on it. A one floor house would be fun, especially because with my knees, I want to live in a one floor house IRL. I really have been debating if behind the Minecraft stat like sign, if I should try and build the like original like Xbox castle build up there, but I haven't yet decided. Oh, 1 block high. 1 block high. using like trapdoors. That could be kind of fun. Put like a trap door like somewhere in my house, and then inside of it is like a whole, like 1 block high room. It's like the dog house, but or like a cat house, but silly. Oh yeah, I did also. I want to build like an underwater city in this main pool because it actually goes really deep, and like there's a whole underwater cave system around here. So I want to build. Also, a moment of appreciation for the conduit noise. I don't know if you can hear it on stream because I have my gain sounds turned pretty low, but the like pulsating is so awesome. And then if we go over here, if anybody was watching the live stream where I got frogs, this is where I was growing my frog, and the frog disappeared. I have no idea where the frog went. Maybe it drowned and died. I have no idea, but I want to build something in here, obviously. It's like a little mermaid cove, like an H2O. And you also have like this whole area, like this place is friggin' huge. It's a huge underwater area, and I want to have like mermaids. Little mermaid house, mermaid village. Dude, I really want to have some way for my friends to be able to play on here at some point. Cause I don't want it to be like a server for people to play on, but I do want to have like my friends build like a little house on it. Cause I think that that would be so fun to like find their house built somewhere randomly in the world and be like, what the heck? It would be so cute. But yeah, that's my world for now. There's obviously, as you can see, like pretty much everything I showed you is very much a work in progress, which is what makes me so excited to play it. Like, I play it pretty much every day. I don't know, let me check. What is my Steam streak on? Six days in a row so far. My highest was when I was first playing, and it did get to 28. So I played every day. Oh my gosh, wait. Okay, I have the perfect place for you to build a princess tower because I have this beautiful, beautiful little place. Let me get a horse to go get to it. And I wanted to build originally, like, I was thinking of building my, like, space, like, rocket ship area over there, but I didn't really know. And then it's, like, so pretty, but I have no idea what to do with it. So let me get the cat and the horse. I need to name this horse. It just has such low health, you know? I don't know if I want to commit. But it's not even like that far away from my house either. Oh my god. I was gonna build like a Halloween area back here, but then I didn't, and now I don't know. This whole area is cleared out. But this is not what I'm talking about. Because I have my nether portal was originally here, but then I decided that I wanted to have one closer to home because it was actually quite inconvenient to go all the way out here. Okay. Literally, widowy. This area is perfect. It's like there's like you're surrounded by the mountains on this side, and then there's like this thing you could turn the center thing into an island. I think there's a way that I can turn it into a server. And if not, I can like make a copy of it and we can play on that server, and then I can just recreate what you built on here. But it would be more fun if it was this world that you could play on forever. Because I don't want to have to pay for it to be a server for forever. But like, isn't this like, it's like a little valley. It's so cute. Obviously you could build your mermaid, or not mermaid, your princess tower anywhere, but this would be if I had to pick a location. There's a lot of really pretty spots in my world though, but if you want to get to any warm climate, you do have to go like thousands of blocks because most of the area here is either plains or like spruce or the cold snow biomes. There is a swamp, but I don't know if swamp counts. It is very cute. But anyways, there's so much of my world left to be discovered, left to explore. There's so much that I want to figure out like how to do. Like I need to figure out how to like make it a server. I need to figure out how to do more stream stuff. Like I want to learn how to edit videos. Not necessarily because like I want to be a YouTuber, but mostly because I think it would be more fun to like do cute little videos. But yeah, this is my 6 months. My 6 month tour. No, I'm just yapping. I'm gonna return home and then wrap up because I'm getting very hungry IRL. I'm gonna make mashed potatoes before you ask, if you were gonna ask. See if we just think into the future. The time delay will be nothing. But anyways, man, I love the idea of having people on, but I don't like the idea of it being multiplayer because like long term, because it's like it's my home. It's more like inviting my friends over to my house, you know, versus like I'm gonna put you back in this tables. Versus like living with people, you know. And it would be fun like to look back on and be like stumble upon it and be like, oh look, this is your thing that you made. And then I already have a set of armor for you ready because I fully enchanted 3 sets of armor. My main goal is that I wanna make it so that me and Ash can play so that, but we can just do a LAN like I can open it up to LAN, and then we can do trial chambers because I want to do the trial chambers at the max difficulty, but I'm worried about that on my own because I get very overwhelmed. My poor fishing hut does not get enough love because I take all my screenshots of the like skyline over here, but I spend so much time in this little area as well. But anyways, maybe we could do like a LAN server like at some point if I'm ever in the place that we live. But I don't know if what you game on. There's gotta be a way to turn a world into a server. And I would pay for it for like a month. For us to just like dick around on. I'd probably get my other friends to get on too. Well, anyways. I'm just gonna wait for the chat to catch up before ending it. Because we've been here for quite a while, and my tummy is very hungry. Any closing remarks? Yeah, you can like shift it. I have so many backups of this world too. Like we can just shift it around and recreate it and upload it and whatnot, and it'll work out. I'm not necessarily worried about that too much. Who's doing the celebration? What what is with all these emotes? Anyways, if you have anything left to say, you can just text me. But I think I'm gonna end it here now. So, bye bye, Jelly Bean. Say goodbye to everybody. She's so cute. Oh yeah, shout out to my awesome friend for making this skin. It is so cool, and I love it so much. Hold on, I'm gonna take my armor off just so you can see. Look, it's literally me. It's literally me. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye bye.